Hello and welcome to Zasaa Zooms In. And today I am zooming in with Miles, who is one of my non-biological children. Now, Miles and I had a conversation about, I guess you can call it adulting. And adulting. Maybe parenting a bit, but adulting. You will know Miles's mother. She's my friend Chinwe, who's been here before. And we were out one day, me, Miles, and Chinwe, and something happened that brought up this conversation. And I was like, we really need to talk about this because it's just the way we as parents are sometimes with our adult children, maybe. Anyway, this is what we had to say. Hello, Miles. Welcome
Hi.
to Zasaa Zooms In.
Thank you. I'm happy
Thank
to
you
be
very
here.
much for coming.
No problem. Thank you.
I'll make it easy for you
Okay.
because I want you to come back.
Yeah.
So, okay, I wanted to have a conversation with you about, I don't even know what it is, maybe parenting, maybe adulting, I don't even know what it is.
Could be.
But we were having a conversation the other day and we were talking about how you are totally capable of doing stuff by yourself.
Yeah.
But when your mother is in town, you don't do it.
Yeah. It's kind of a thing of, I would say, your mom has instincts, right? Motherly instincts that they take on, that they just carry with them. And so when they enter the house, like, I would say, I think my mom's not about, like, she doesn't wash dishes or anything like that. Like, she'll clean from time to time, you know what I mean? But it's more about just, okay, I don't have to pay attention to what groceries are in the house. Okay. Or I don't have to pay attention to this letter has come in, now I have to look at it and make sure, I can just stay in my room.
So is it you that deliberately switches off because you know your mom is around, or is it that your mom kind of switches you off?
No, I switch off. Because my mom is very, very, she's very motherly and nurturing. But she's not like, oh yeah, don't worry about it, I'll take care of it. It's more like, that's how she raised you.
Yeah.
So you already know that she's going to take care of it. So you just kind of switch off and sit back,
Okay, so for argument's sake, you're well over 21. Admittedly, you're not in your own place, you're not But at 28, is she going to come and do that? Is this going to happen? Okay, so let me ask the question.
Yeah.
Because I have this thing about mothers and sons. And I feel like there's a bond between mothers and sons, and I blame a lot of mothers for the way they've raised their sons, because we've almost raised our sons to be kings.
Yes.
And we don't like the same way we say to our daughter, come and sweep. We don't kind of do that to our sons. A lot of mothers, I'm generalizing, but a lot of mothers don't do that. And so later on in life, when you now become a husband, this can become a problem for your wife or a challenge for your wife. So I'm just wondering, in this situation, because you automatically switch off, and that's just because of her nature, if you were, I don't want to say married because she probably wouldn't be walking into your house like that. But if you were much older in your own place, and she still came, do you think you would still switch off?
No, definitely not, because
it's now it's an element of because you're under her roof.
Exactly. I'm the kind of person, and this credit goes to my dad and my mom, because my dad has kind of taught me to, like, he's taught me that as a man, it cannot be this comfortable. Development as a man, you have to go through your own responsibilities. And everybody knows that I want to have a family and everything, right? That's like one of my main goals. So in order to do that, I need to be in my own place, I need to take care of my own bills, all those different things, right? And I'm getting to that point now where it's going to become a reality soon. So yeah, by the time I'm 28, my situation will be very different, and I'll take on that situation. So it's not like, mom might come in with some groceries sometimes, food,
that's fine.
that little thing, but like apart from that, I'm not gonna allow myself to switch off. I think that's the better way to put it.
Okay, fair enough. Because I think sometimes, I've had this conversation with your mom before. Sometimes I think she just likes for you to switch off because that's her role.
So
she just would like So I'm always on her case, as you know, about the fact that look, he's an adult. Let him adult. So it's interesting just to get your perspective about it as well, because I think sometimes it's it can be a problem.
It can be a problem
when you're older.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Okay, cool.
No, yeah. I see that a lot with a lot of guys, especially Nigerian men. I've heard all the stories that they've put women through and everything. And that's because their mothers have really spoiled them. You know
I was
what I
actually
mean?
going to ask you, are you spoiled?
Yes, I'm spoiled.
I didn't
spoiled.
expect you to say that.
No, I am.
But yeah, you're spoiled and aware of your things. So I think it's
Aware.
slightly different because when people are spoiled and they don't know,
Exactly.
then
There's a
it's
difference.
problem, yes.
I think my awareness is one thing that's really been a huge tool because I know I'm spoiled. At the same time, I know what being spoiled can lead to. So I don't want to be in that situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's nice, it's pleasant and everything, but at the end of the day, if I want to do the things I need to do, I can't be in that situation. That's how I see it. So yeah, a lot of men are messed up because not to blame on the mothers alone. Of course, there are some things they need to take on, but there is that thing of too many things were done for you. Now you think you can't do any wrong.
Yeah, you see, I hear what you're saying, that obviously you can't blame it on the mothers at all, but I've always said to certain mothers in my generation that I feel like we need to do better by our boys. If I don't feel like the older generation, you only do as well as you know.
Yeah, of
so
course.
I'm not even blaming them, but especially in our culture, that's how it was. Raise your girls to be wives, raise your boys to be kings.
Yeah.
And so you have these girls that are fully capable, and honestly, I think some of it is the capacity that God gave us anyway.
Yeah.
So we have that thing, and then you have these men that are like hopeless, for want of a better word.
Yeah.
So I think I'm always like harping on about how we as mothers of boys have to do better with our boys. But I think it's easy to say.
It's easy to say, very easy to say. Yeah.
And it's not it's not that easy to do. Well, I suppose if once you're aware of it, you can get around to doing it. So it's just interesting to see that you think you are spoiled, but I think the awareness makes a huge difference.
Yeah, it makes a
because when
huge
you don't know
difference.
that you're spoiled and you have this almost entitlement,
Exactly.
then that is a completely different.
Exactly.
Okay.
The other thing you have to remember is I'm the oldest son.
So there's a responsibility.
Not even well, there is that responsibility factor. That's not even what I'm gonna touch on. I'm the youngest is always the baby, right? The middle tends to be forgotten.
Yeah.
The oldest son has all the responsibility placed on them. But when a mother, that's your first child, right? So
yeah, because you're the oldest child, but you're also the first child.
I'm also the first child. So when they're raising me, they think they're trying to do the best that they can do, right? And they think that as you grow older, they let go of you a little bit. No, but there's still every little thing you're doing. Oh, why is it not this way? Because they see that yes, you're the one that has all this responsibility at the same time. You're the baby. Yeah. So in terms of like me adulting and venturing out like into the world by myself, because I'm that first baby, you know what I mean? It's gonna be a lot harder.
So do you think, because you have a brother that's just younger than you, do you think he's parented differently?
Yeah, he's parented very differently. He has a more hands-free treatment, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it seems like he's figuring out what he's doing it his own way, right? It's kind of thing where he's established that you can tell me what to do, but I'm not gonna do it, you know. And that's usually what the middle child does, you know what I mean? So, but for me, I've always grown up like yes, mom, yes, dad, and now I want to branch off, right? That's a shock to everybody, you know. By the end of the day, I'm the one that has to do it because if I don't do it, they won't do it, you know. So.
Yeah, no, you make a very valid point because I think it's true that I'm always saying that parents should parent each child differently based on their character. But I was even talking about personality, character as opposed to positioning.
Yeah.
And I think you're right that we automatically because we learn with you. You guys are the
same. Yeah.
So we've learned that we don't need to do that. I always say to Toyo, my first one, that I made all my mistakes with him. You know what I mean? So now the others, because he would say to me, how come?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, because you were the scapegoat and now we know better, we do better type of thing. So yeah, you make a valid point there. Okay, cool.
Yeah, cool. That's the point,
Yeah, got it. Thank you very much, Miles. Will you be back?
Yeah, I'll be back for sure. It was nice.
Good. Thank you. Alrighty ho. Later.
What? It was so slow. Gosh. What happened?
Were you listening to it?
No, but I just heard you say thanks, Miles. I was like,
what? You mean it was so quick?
It was so quick. What happened?
We were saying that you had raised him really badly and that this thing about mothers and they're boys, and we don't allow him to do anything, and that he's old, and that you really need to let go. That's what we said. She doesn't believe.
But she's gonna, yeah.
No, you said.
No, because you have to say it properly.
So I was asking him if he's spoiled, and he said absolutely they have made a mess of me. Look, right? Parenting is a thankless job. It's an endless job. It's a hard job. And I guess we do the best that we can. We do the best that we can at the time, right? But I think sometimes it's quite hard for us as parents, particularly mothers, to release our kids to be adults, because these are children that we have had literally from birth. We carried them, we've raised them, we've breastfed them, we changed their nappies, we took them to school, so they're our baby. They're always going to be our baby. Even if they're 50 years old, they're still going to be our baby because they are our baby. And so I think sometimes it's hard as parents to make that switch. I don't know if it's a switch, but it's hard to just allow our kids to be adults. And this is what I was talking about with Miles. And you can see it was very interesting what he had to say about the way we parent differently, and how even in terms of positioning, we parent differently. Like I've always said, you have to parent differently because the children are individuals. And so you have to parent them individually, because yes, you have your standard basis, but you then still have to take into account each child's personality, I don't know, experiences, whatever it is. You have to almost tailor your parenting to each child. But Miles said something about positioning, and I had never thought about that before, because also as the first child is parented different from the second child, from the third child, from fourth, fifth, sixth child. It was, yeah, I don't know what your thoughts are on that, but it was quite nice to hear it from his point of view, and to see why he does certain things when his mother is around and why he doesn't do them, and what his, yeah, it was just, I enjoyed the conversation. I hope you did. If you have any comments to make, do let us know. God bless you.